Hi, this is Conni, I'm with ClickCollective, and I want to welcome you to my living room / home recording studio. Now, let's talk about DAWs, DAWs or Digital Audio Workstations. Essentially, a DAW is the software that performs the recording process. And with these programs, you can not only record, but also edit, mix, master, and produce your music. After doing a little survey on the ClickCollective Facebook and Instagram pages, we found out that you girls are mainly using Logic, Ableton Live, Cubase and Pro Tools as your DAWs of choice. Which is why in this video I will be talking you through the pros and the cons, as well as the costs and the versions of these 4 programs. To be clear, all of these have all the necessary functions for you to record, mix, master your audio and MIDI, and they have all the functions that you need in your home recording studio. But there are little differences in the workflow, handling, and the tools that may draw you towards one of them. So let's have a look at what these differences are. Let's start off with Ableton Live. It is a loop-based DAW, providing endless possibilities for performing and creating, making it ideal for musicians in their production process. The most special thing about it is definitely that it is mostly used as a loop-based workstation rather than a linear one. That means you can create all kinds of loops and samples and play and combine them at any time while staying in sync with the global tempo. That makes it really great for live performances. If you need, you can also use it as a traditional linear recording DAW. Ableton Live also comes with a great deal of software instruments, effects, and has a big sample library. And also, manipulating audio and MIDI is made very easy with the many great sampling and editing tools that this DAW offers. Next in line, we have Steinberg's Cubase. This DAW is rather focusing on audio processing and mixing, as it has a great mixer. It has very good effects on board and generally offers a pretty smooth workflow while mixing. One great feature about it is the Very Audio, which you can use for tuning. If you have this tool, there is no need to buy Melodyne or any other tuning software because the algorithm is really good. In order for Cubase to run on your computer, you need an Eli sensor in form of a little USB stick. It will be sent to you if you purchase a full version. Smaller versions may run without it though, but more about the different versions later. Let us first have a look at Logic Pro X. It is Apple's own DAW and it generally is a great all-rounder. It comes with loads of plugins and samples and software instruments which are easy to handle, so it is great for beginners. And like Ableton, it's great for those who are searching for more of a writing tool. It also offers a pretty decent flex pitch feature for tuning. One thing that is a little bit annoying about Logic is the folder structure, because you may have to take a little time to search for special plugins or samples, especially if you have many of them. Also, Logic only runs on Macs. Finally, we're going to have a look at Pro Tools. For a long time, it has been known as the studio standard. Nowadays, it pretty much shares that title with other DAWs, especially in home recording studios, but big studios all around the world still run on a Pro Tools system, because it is especially efficient with big recordings. With its many native plugins, it focuses more on recording and audio processing and mixing, as opposed to producing and sampling. Pro Tools also needs an Eli sensor called iLok, which is needed to run on the computer, and you can also store your plugin licenses and your licenses for other programs on your iLok. I would like to give you a short overview of the different versions these programs offer. Most of them are available in free versions, which of course do not offer all the functions of a full version, but they can be really great. Sometimes when you buy devices like audio interfaces, you directly get one of the smaller versions with your purchase. Given the fact that there are free versions for almost all of them, I would highly recommend to get them and to get an impression of how they work. Go watch YouTube tutorials, have a look at the basic functions, not only if you're searching for a new DAW, also if you already have one, because knowing at least the basics of the most common DAWs will be a great advantage when you work with producers, mixing engineers, or other musicians who may use a different program. Being able to properly import or export files or quickly set up an in and output routing just to listen back to some files, it can speed up the producing process and leave more time and headspace for your creativity. It is also a sign of professionality to be able to work with different industry standard programs.